Hi, Abhimanyu. How are you doing?
Hi. Hi. How are you? How's your Sunday?
Doing fine.
Super.
How many days for you, Abhimanyu? This is my patent question for everyone because I really wish to know how they're bearing it. How
Sorry?
many days of quarantine phase for you?
We started actually somewhere around the 12th of March because I have grandparents at home. So we were quite aware of the international situation. तो थोड़ा जल्दी चालू कर दिया हमने.
So congratulations, officially I've completed a month at home.
Yes, over a month now. So I see Noreen is here, a friend of mine from across the road. She's joined into the live.
Okay, wow. That's a good
Hi.
connect actually, digitally.
Hi.
So
Yeah.
Abhimanyu, I have a very, maybe a weird question for you, but I thought like just to ask, मर्द को दर्द होता है कि नहीं?
एब्सोल्युटली होता है और होना भी चाहिए क्योंकि दर्द से ही सीखने को मिलता है सो एंड फॉर एवरीवन आउट देयर मेन फील मोर पेन देन women are the stronger and the more evolved sex out of the two. Let me just put it out there.
But Abhimanyu, how did this first film happen to you? Like, how were you chosen for this role?
I was auditioning for various films at the time, and I just started my first martial arts center. So my martial arts coach who had hired at the point got a call saying that आपके जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको सबको भेज दो ऑडिशन के लिए.
Okay.
तो मैं भी गया ऑडिशन के लिए और पहले दिन खड़ा रहा बाहर and I didn't get a chance to audition for one day. I went back the second day and I didn't get a chance. And the third time I got a chance to audition. And after that I auditioned for 3 to 4 weeks. Every single day I was there at 9 a.m. to about 5 p.m. So I spent every day auditioning, and from 1,000 to 500, 200, whatever the numbers are, it kept getting, shortlisted. And when we were about 6 of us, there was a workshop held where we did improv scenes the whole day. So 6 boys and 6 girls ka improv hua. And after that also, once I was chosen in the top of that, then I gave a few auditions myself. और रोज वासन सर आके बोलते थे यार कल आजा कल कुछ करते हैं. I would be like okay sir, कल आ जाता हूँ. And even on the last day, जिस दिन उनने मुझे कहा कि I'm part of the film, first he said कल आजा यार कुछ करते हैं. And I started walking away and he pulled me back and we went in the room. He said, listen, you're part of the film. I was like, okay, thank you. So, yeah.
How working with Gulshan Divaya because he's double role in the movie and the movie was really the way it was comedy,
Me and Gulshan first got along because we both are Arsenal fans. Football club Arsenal. So that was the initial bonding that we had during the training sessions or asking ki baatein chalti. But he's such a phenomenal actor. I still feel that he's underrated because he's just so good. In Mad mein aap dekh sakte ho, so different two roles and he's nailed both of them so well. He's fun and he's extremely straightforward, which I love about him. It's very rare in this industry to find someone who's like, it is what it is, yehi hai. There are no years, he is himself, which was amazing. And we used to bond during the shooting of the film. We would try and like take out time and watch the Arsenal games. And that season was a bad season for us. और हम लोग गेम हारते थे और उधर का सारा फ्रस्ट्रेशन हम लोग सीन में आके डालते थे. So that's where the emotion has come from.
But also Rajiv Madan is there.
Rajiv Nanda has asked me which director am I looking forward to working with. Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna like some of my friends keep popping up over here. First choice, obviously, I want to work with Vasan sir again. But other than that, Neeraj Pandey sir is there. I'm a big fan of all his films, especially Wednesday. I think that's one of the best films that our industry has made in this the past 10 years or 20 years or so. And Zoe Akhtar is there. She's amazing. Ayan Mukherjee, I really look up to him. He's pretty cool. So yeah, sorry, I was just.
But also, like talking about working with Radhika Madan in the movie, she recently did Angrezi Medium with Irfan, and that movie has released on Hotstar. Have you watched it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Pranav can ask
Isn't
questions.
she amazing?
Vasant is here, so they can ask.
आपका थोड़ा ये हो रहा है.
Oh,
Vasant sir's here. Vasant is online.
Vasant is here. They
Oh,
have questions for you.
Pranutan. Pranutan is here as well. Hi guys. Hi. I miss Vasant sir's daughter very much. Yeah. I'm not, and I keep seeing him posting about it, and she's so cute. And I just hope she doesn't forget me. I've not met her in such a long time. अब मैं वो अंकल हो गया हूँ जो याद है ना मैं कौन हूँ वो वाला अंकल हो गया हूँ. I feel bad.
But like, have you watched the Medium yet?
Yes, absolutely. The whole family watched it together. Actually, my mom, dad. I couldn't make it to the premiere. I was shooting, so I went during the interval to meet her and show her my support because I'll always be there for her. But fantastic actor, isn't she? She just keeps proving herself again and again and again, and wonderful, heart-touching film.
She enjoys talking a lot.
Who enjoys talking?
Radhika Madan.
Yeah, she does. She does.
But also, like Abhimanyu, there were a lot of reports before you made a debut that you might, make a debut in a Salman production, and
ये rumor आप लोग को कहाँ से मिला?
Yeah, because there were a lot of reports before you made a debut.
कहाँ से मिला आपको rumor?
मिला, अब sources तो नहीं बताएंगे ना journalist लोग. But yeah, this
ये तो बहुत funny rumor है because I had not met him for about 7 years in between. Maybe more. So I don't know where this rumor came from because I was busy giving auditions. I had not spoken to him. I had not met him. And suddenly one morning I wake up getting frantic phone calls, and I picked up and they said congratulations, or maybe thank you. I'm like, किसके लिए congratulations बोल रहे हैं? वहाँ जाके पेपर पढ़ा तो Abhimanyu was getting launched. I said ये क्या है? कभी है? Someone tell me.
But
so yeah,
maybe because Bhagyashree had worked with Salman, in a movie, and maybe because of that, and they do have good friendship.
No, it's all propaganda. It is all propaganda. If you are not talented, you will not get work. It's as simple as that. If I have 10 crores, 5 crores to put in a movie, I will want to put in a movie who's on an actor, on a script, on a director that is talented to get my money back to me. So ये सब जो propaganda आपको खिलाया है लोगों ने ना, that those days are over, that time is over. Talent sells. That is it.
But also Abhimanyu, like as we talk about nepotism, in Bollywood, I believe you, for that matter, didn't take help of your mother, being in the industry, and
I didn't take the help of anybody.
Yeah, so you just went for your own auditions and you tried on your own, and so tell me something about that experience, because that is one thing which people have a lot of thought about it. Like if you're a star kid, it is easier to get into it.
So yeah, there are expectations. Instead of starting from 0, we start from -10. Because if a normal debutant is there, they say, I'll just explain the difference to you. They'll say, अच्छा नया एक्टर दिखते हैं क्या करता है, अच्छा ये उसका बेटा, अच्छा दिखते हैं ये क्या करता है. That's the difference. So we start from -15 of expectations instead of starting from 0. So that becomes tougher, whether you're giving an audition or whether you're actually at the end getting a film. I remember even after I signed the film, I couldn't tell a lot of people about it for the longest time because everyone thought it was so obvious that Abhimanyu has to sign a film. Why is it obvious? I've been in this industry since 2009. I've been an assistant director. I'm 30. My film is just released a year ago.
Yeah.
So, and all the other newcomers coming in, what are their ages? Even if they're not from the industry, how big are their films? How are their releases? The film that I was part of barely got a release. How many theaters was it actually in?
That's true.
Where was the promotion? So all this that is there, it's propaganda. Uh, it's just to sell news to you guys, and I think you all should rise above it now and put more uh, expose on the truth of the situation instead of putting it.
Sometimes what happens, Abhimanyu, you cannot blame the journalist because many
No, I'm not blaming the journalist. I'm not blaming the journalist because who
we get such inputs from the industry people only. People around an actor, people around a filmmaker, people working for the films and all. We get such reports from such people and reliable people who are working very closely with the project. I'm just telling.
So some people get it. Some people get it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying some people. It's there. Some people get it, and not only in our industry, in every industry that you can name.
Yeah.
Okay, every industry that you can name. You know what nepotism is? If today I'm staying in a building, and the guard, the watchman goes, he's supposed to go to his गांव. I'll ask him कि आपके कोई भरोसे वाला है क्या? मेरे को आपका रिप्लेसमेंट चाहिए तो कोई भरोसे वाला है क्या? He said मेरा गांव का एक लड़का है वो आके मस्त काम करेगा. Nepotism. Every industry has it.
Yeah.
Everywhere in
not
our
only
country.
Hollywood, I have seen this happening
everywhere.
Hollywood.
And yes, and it's fine. It happens, but you cannot put a blanket cover that Star Kids is equal to nepotism because the meanings are different of both the words. Nepotism and Star Kids. Star Kids is an
basically getting a chance to come to Bollywood through a nepotism. Basically, nepotism is what? It's actually having connection.
I'll tell you why is it a problem. The poster boy and the poster girl of outsiders that have been painted on this industry are actually in this industry because of nepotism, and no one is ready to expose that truth.
Okay.
Someone should do that. No? But here, when a star kid comes, whether he's gotten through nepotism or not gotten through nepotism, he gets the tag of nepotism. Like Marj ko dard nahi hota, the whole team worked very hard, and we were the first Indian film to ever get into Midnight Madness Toronto Film Festival. Toronto Film Festival launched our trailer. The trailer went viral in India in the newspaper. The trailer went viral. It said Bhageshri's son Abhimanyu. We are breaking barriers around the world, और आप वो headline दे रहे हो.
Somewhere you have to give a reference because then people can relate.
Now, is the first Indian film to get into Midnight Madness.
Abhimanyu, people might not know you. For example, like if I'm giving a reference about Radhika mother for that matter. Now she doesn't have any background, so I would say okay, she's a new star, a new actor, and she's joining the Bollywood. But with you, I have.
अभी भी नहीं पता है. Ma'am, अभी भी नहीं पता है. I went to Patiala recently. People came and met me and they said, "अरे आपको Big Boss में देखा है?" उनने पिक्चर नहीं देखी मेरी, मुझे बिग बॉस में देखा है. It is what you make them see, they will see that, no? On another reason is who buys these things, who gives the views, who gives the likes, who gives the shares, is the people. So they sell it, that's why you sell it to them.
See,
so it's a vicious circle. It's a vicious circle.
But yeah, for example, media doesn't, report you as, Bhageshri's son. And we just write like, Abhimanyu Dassani is making his debut and he's just like, I'm just telling you, no. For example, if I write something like this, people go on Wikipedia and they find out the same thing. That
I don't have a Wikipedia page.
For example, if they go and they research about it, there will be something somewhere. How many people will you stop about it? How many people like,
I didn't stop anyone. I just said,
someone, if you're fans,
I said, ठीक है, आप ये लिखो, आप ये भी देखो that he is the only debutant in history to win an international film festival award. No one wrote about that. No one asked me that question till I went on the Rajiv Masan show and I said that. उसके बाद सबने पूछना शुरू किया.
But somewhere,
you have to balance it. I'm just saying you have to balance it.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
And that was really unfair when that was done. And to be honest, it hurt कि मैंने ये फिल्म के लिए ये इंडिया के लिए इतना बड़ा अवार्ड जीता and I became the first debutant to do that and no one spoke about it, but they all came and asked me the nepotism. So that was very unfair and it did hurt me. I'm just being honest.
I hope you're fine now.
I'm absolutely fine. It's part and parcel. Life is unfair. It's unfair to everybody.
But
That's what makes it fair.
I would like to know how was the experience of winning this award on an international stage, and for the first time, an actor like you who have won this, who has just made a debut in this movie, Mat Ko Dar Nahi Hota. How was an experience for you when you were actually when you went to receive the award and when they announced you are the one who's won the award?
No clue. I had no clue. I was so happy just to be over there, just to looked around. The kind of producers, directors, and actors that were present right around us, one seat ahead of us, one seat behind us, right next to us. It was a fanboy moment. Like, you cannot imagine the kind of people, like the people who we look up to, watch their movies 10 times, 15 times, वो सारे बैठे थे. तो मैं तो बस उनको ही देख रहा था. And as soon as the award came up or something, and Mabel Chung, she's a decorated award-winning director from China. She was giving the introduction of the person who's going to get the award, and Basan sir looked at me and said, "Tera naam aayega." I said, "Sir, masti mat karo, please." And he put on his camera quickly.
Yeah.
And actually announced my name. I was, oh, my friend Nayantara Jo. Hi. Sorry, I get disturbed. Yeah. All these friends of mine.
What that happens.
Yeah. So no, it was an amazing feeling. And more than anything, it was just that I could get something back for this team, because the whole team that worked on Mat Ko Dar Nahi Hota really put in their passion, blood, sweat, and tears, and just getting them the recognition that they worked hard. It was for them. It's for me. It's for them. They deserve the award.
Okay, now Pranutan has been constantly asking questions over here.
Yeah.
She wants all your attention. So I really want you to answer the moment she asks some question over here. Because you cannot avoid her. You just
done. Pranutan, please ask the question again. Please.
Yeah. She's been waiting for a conversation to get over so that she can ask the question to you.
Sorry guys. मैं थोड़ा लंबा कभी-कभी ऐसे चले जाता हूँ अंदर discussion में.
Top 3 sweetest things a fan has done for you in specific.
Yeah. So on my birthday this year, while I was in Patiala, one of my fans, Shama, she sent me a 20-page document about...
A 20 kilo cake?
20 kilo cake, 20-page document.
Okay. I was like, wow.
Of what she thinks about me and what she's understood about me through all the interviews that I've given. And there was a lot of effort put into it, and I got upset with her because it was during her exams, and I used to call her up just to check on her that if she having enough water, and is she studying for the exam. And I said, please don't do any of this right now, your exams are on. And on my birthday she surprised me with this 20-page document, so that was pretty amazing. There have been some really sweet people that I've met in the past 1.5 years, and they've done a lot of things for me. Chintan has they've made me drawings, they made me cartoon artwork, which I absolutely love because I'm a comic book fan on Instagram. Wait,
and here is the interesting question coming from Pranutan's end.
Yeah, it's coming now. She'll get angry.
Was it difficult for you to prep for your role in Nikamma, and is it too different from you as a person, or was Surya more different from you?
Yeah.
I'm just going to ask you about Nikamma with Shilpa Shetty and
yeah. So Nikamma is a very different film from Mat Ko Dar Nahi Hota. It is an absolutely commercial action thriller film. Saber sir is the director. He's made Hero Panti and Bhagi, and he's really good in the space of commercial cinema. And how he's adapted from the schooling that I've come from into Nikamma, which is pretty cool. And बहुत different है. Nikamma is so different. Adi is so different from Surya, and it's unlike anything that I am. I'm the title role, so I play a Nikamma, and it's basically coming of age where he understands how to become a man from a boy and take responsibilities of his actions, and take care of friends, family, everything in his life that he has to. So, I didn't have a Nikamma moment in my life because I was pretty motivated from probably 15, 16 years, and I got independent from my family at that time. I started working at that age, before I passed from 10th actually.
Wow.
Um,
Same here.
so yeah, very different from Surya, because Surya had a problem where he didn't understand emotions, so he couldn't emote them. It was all
Yeah.
inside his head. Whereas Adi, he just emotes. He's a nautanki. Matlab, so they're very different, and I've changed my voice for the film. I've changed my body language for the film. So I hope that आपको Surya kahin nahi dikhe nikamma mein, and that's my target. So
How was it
really
working with
looking
Shilpa
forward.
Shetty though in the movie?
A ball. Every time I speak about her in an interview is less, because she's such a wonderful person. She's taken care of me on and off set. Really helped me out, and she's a superstar. She's a legend, but such a brilliant human being. Yeah, she's all such good vibes. Every time she's on set, pura set khush ho jata hai. That energy is very contagious that she has. And Shirley is there. Shirley is a YouTube sensation, and her film Muska is now out on Netflix. You guys can watch that. And she's also a very hardworking girl, and she's made it from singing to stage shows, to from YouTube to stage shows to movies now. Making her dreams come true. Absolute hustler.
Was acting your career goal, or you had some other plans?
No, acting wasn't in my life till much, 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 much later. Um, I'm a finance major, and I started working at the age of 15, 16. So tab se just been shifting industries and working, called myself a serial entrepreneur, did a couple of startups, and then I landed on Rohan Sifi's Dam Marudam set in 2009, where I worked as an assistant director. There, Abhishek Bachchan kind of spoke to me, and he was very sweet, and he said, "What do you want to do?" And I said, "I don't know what I want to do, but I can't sit on a 9 to 5 job. I need to keep changing."
Yeah.
So he said, "Okay, why don't you give this a shot?" He streamlined my thoughts, and then I worked on Nautanki Sala with Ayushmann Khurrana as well. And I did all his lines, rehearsals with him. And he was extremely sweet, such a humble soul. उनने मुझे कहा कि you're good, give it a shot. Why are you not giving auditions? I said, yeah, I don't know. That's my first audition that I ever gave was because Ayushmann Khurrana told me go and give this audition. Yeah.
Your first audition you gave because Ayushmann Khurrana
Told me that you should go and give an audition.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah. That was inspiration for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. He said, "यार तू अच्छा है जाके देता नहीं audition." He used to treat me like a younger brother.
Would you prefer working with him in a movie? With
I would love to. I would love to. He's amazing. He's an amazing person on and off set both. So spending any time with him is fun. Yeah.
Here comes the second question from Pranutin, which is: do you adopt a particular method of acting every time in terms of prep, or you decide your prep process according to the space of the movie? It's like detailed research questions she's giving it.
मैं इतना तैयार एक्टर नहीं हूँ कि मेरे पास different experiments है, पर out of the limited experience that I have, what I try and do is I note down similar qualities of the character and similar qualities of Abhimanyu, and try and match those things and highlight those qualities in the character. So I don't have to stray away too much from being Abhimanyu, but I can associate certain incidents in my life to certain incidents in the character's life, so I can come close to those emotions. So yeah, I do that. That is my process as of now.
Also,
but I've been learning from a lot of amazing actors that I've been working with. Paresh Rawal sir, Mahesh Manjrekar sir. Gulshan's process is too hard for me. I'm too young and too new of an actor to get into Gulshan's process. But थोड़ा मैं actors से लेते रहता हूँ, and उनसे 1% भी सीखूं तो I will become a much better actor, because these are all seasoned, really amazing actors. I look up to them. and I'm so happy that I'm getting a chance so early in my career to work with such legends.
You were one of the very few people who was aware about Shilpa Shetty's big about her daughter.
Sorry, your voice was cutting.
You were one of the few people who was aware about Shilpa Shetty's big news, which is about her daughter. And you recently spoke to Mumbai Mirror about it. But now it's is it about the daughter, or was it something else?
No, it was that only.
Yeah, and now it's out in open. Now she's of course like sharing some pictures and all.
Yeah, but I still haven't gone and met her. Yeah,
you haven't met because of the quarantine phase, I think.
Yeah. Right before that, I was shooting in Patiala, and I had like half a day, but I couldn't go to Delhi. It was too far away, to go and meet. I wouldn't get enough time. So as soon as the lockdown is done, I would love to go and spend some time.
Which also means you're a secret keeper. So when she actually told you about this news, how was your reaction to it?
Yeah, full secret keeper.
Yeah, but how was her reaction to it when she told you, like, she's been blessed with a daughter and she always wanted Farman.
I was first though. So my first thing is, when anyone says anything, I learned this a long time ago. Someone told me, always behave like you've heard it and seen it before.
Okay.
So whether it's good news or bad news, I always like.
Achha. No reaction only, like completely numb.
And then I process it inside. Andar hi process hota hai. And then I'm like, oh, snap, really?
I think a lot of actors should learn this art from you, because if they get to know something, ये मुझे पता है, तुम्हें पता है और detail ये चीज है actually.
नहीं, it's not my secret. मेरी secret मैं आपको बता दूंगा. जो पूछो, full honest.
Okay, so is Abhimanyu Dassani single or in a relationship?
Single.
One single. Is that
one relationship?
Actually, okay. Last one. There's one last question from Paranutan's end, and that is, how are you so talented? Big hug and really looking forward to Nikamma and
I'm learning from my friend.
But even she is very talented. You have seen her in Notebook, and I really like that movie. I couldn't see in the theaters, but I saw it like online.
I keep telling her again and again. There's the one scene or one small scene that I like the most about it is the trailer maybe hai when she blushes and she reacts to one of the kids coming and teasing her. The kids come and say, "Oh," and she's like, "Arey," she does that one like, "Oh my God, you caught me." Gesture. So that
and the kids are also very cute. Guttergu all the time.
So cute,
Coming back to your relationship status, which you said you're single, there's a report that you were actually in Dubai with a mystery girl, and there's a picture of it.
That's an old picture.
When you were in a relationship.
when I was not single. That was a picture from when I was not single.
So is it because of the quarantine phase you're single again? Because you don't get time to spend with your partner.
That's going to happen to a lot of people, I think.
Yeah. Either if they're staying together, that would be a problem. Or if they're not staying together, that would be a problem.
I recently read a report that has said in China, after the quarantine period, some 20% divorces have increased.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true.
In India, that would be
a lot of cases.
In India, the cases would be a lot, I feel. Somewhere.
Yeah, I hope just everyone stays at home, whether they like it or they don't like it. Just stay safe. So, the more they stay at home, the quarantine time will reduce.
But somewhere, there are memes about it that, people actually plan कि चलो 14th April को lockdown खत्म हो जाएगा, and then comes an announcement.
नहीं यार, please, I want to get back to work. Please ऐसा मत करना. And even though the quarantine is over, the shoots have about 100-150 people together on set, which will again take a few months for us to start, इतने सारे लोग साथ में इकट्ठा होने के लिए permissions नहीं मिलेगी. तो please आप लोग घर पे रहिए यार, मुझे जल्दी से काम पे जाना है.
But see, 3 days to go, 2 days to go, and there has been some official announcement being made that 30th April तक का extend हो चुका है and it might go till May.
देखो आप लोग it becomes easier when you accept it कि आप accept कर लो ठीक है अब घर पे बैठना है 1 महीना. Then there's so many things to do, yeah. There's so many online courses that आप कर सकते हो. I'm not productive enough and motivated enough to do it, but I would have done it in another world, parallel universe में अभिमन्यु कुछ course कर रहा होता online. Okay. But there's so many things to do, yeah. I cook, I try and work out as much as I can. I help out in daily household chores. Connect with your family again, yeah. If you have grandparents at home, please spend time with them because that's all they want. They want thoda sa time, play some games with them. Tell them about your life, hear about their life. Or kya? Teach your parents about technology. You learn something about. There's so many shows. I was watching conspiracy theories on. I get very excited with all these conspiracy theories and all that. So I was watching about Nazis and all that. And
wow, look at the topic you've selected already in this quarantine phase.
And I started researching on it. So I Germany पे research किया था कुछ 3 बजे सुबह तक about Nazis post-war.
Yeah, this happens. I think most of the people are like, I thought like I might sleep a lot, but I'm actually not. Sleeping for 4 hours.
So that's what I did. The first 10 days, because last 6 months I did not take a single day off. I was working. I completed shooting 2 films. Both Nikamma and Aakh Mein Choli are ready. And whenever we get a chance to release them, they'll figure their release dates out. But I didn't take a day off, so I really needed the rest. So पहले 10 दिन without any guilt. रात को भी सोता था, afternoon nap भी लेता था. Wow. It's important, yeah. It's important to do it for yourself.
And again, are you back on track? Like, are you again sleeping a lot, or like you're not sleeping?
No. Now 7 hours. 7 hours.
7 hours, okay. Also, Abhimanyu, there is this movie called Aakh Mein Choli. You're also working on that project. Tell me something about that. Thanks to Prabhu that he has highlighted that fact.
That's directed by. Hey, guys, Mom in the Bay, another friend of mine is here. She also lives close by. She's a mommy blogger. If you guys have kids, then check her out. She's funny. So Aakh Mein Choli, Umesh Shukla sir is the director. He's made OMG and 102 Not Out, which are both really funny films in their own way. And again, I am so lucky to be blessed with such an amazing cast. Paresh Rawal sir, Sharman Joshi, Vijay Ralji, Darshan Jariwala, Vidya Datta ma'am, Grusha ma'am, Runal Thakur. This is a, talent factory. Talent factory. मैं तो on set, this for me more than a movie, it's an acting workshop. मैं तो जाके बोलता हूँ कि आप लोग सीन करो, मेरा कार्ड दो, मैं साइड में खड़े रह के खाली सीखते रहता हूँ. I've actually told that to Umesh sir in 2-3 scenes. I said, sir, just मेरे को साइड में just let Paresh sir do ना यार. I want to just learn. So,
wow.
So it's an out and out comedy film, again extremely different from both Mud and from Nikamma. Introduce भी comedy से होता है, end title credit भी comedy में जाता है. It's a whole family film. You can watch it with your grandparents, kids. We had an amazing time shooting. Brunal became a really good friend of mine. I don't know if she's online right now. Oh, she has another life going on.
Yeah, okay. Keep an update.
But
because a common friend has one question for you, Nayandeep, which is of course a very tough question, which you have to answer. Because
all his questions are tough. He tries to take out all the juice.
So who would you rather date and why? Ananya Pandey, Janhvi Kapoor, Sara Ali Khan, or Kiara Advani? Now you are literally in a tough spot now. Thanks to Nayandeep.
I have never got the opportunity to interact with Sara. So I don't know how she is at all. Who are the others? Janhvi, Ananya?
Ananya Pandey, and one more, Kiara Advani.
I don't know what the gossip of the industry is, but I think that Kiara is the only single one out of the two. So काफी choice नहीं दिए मुझे.
Wow. On-screen Kabir Singh is still there, so you have to be very careful. Can't touch kiya
See,
usko.
this is, he asked a question and I've answered it.
He's actually
See,
put in trouble.
technically.
In trouble now.
Uh,
But good choice, I must say. I hope you work with her for sure in a movie because I really like the way it turned out to be in recent movies and all, and the kind of projects she's picking up.
yeah, it's been amazing. When her journey has been pretty incredible. Like she never stopped working because when Bollywood got a little slow, she did a few South films, got good there, came back, and then she's had hit after hit after hit. And she's worked with a lot of big stars as well, which is amazing. She's got a great graph going on. Yeah, other than that, the other two girls that he mentioned, I spent time with Ananya during the roundtable conference and a little bit at Film Fair. I think she's very sweet, and she's also another person who can and allows herself to be herself.
Yeah.
Which I really like. Uh, and Janvi, I kind of interacted before she became an actor. And I see the difference and the growth that she's had, and I really enjoyed her performance, even in Ghost Stories that she did, which was very different from her first film. So I think she's talented, and she's definitely someone to look out for with her new films that are coming in.
Are you looking forward to Dostana too? Because she's starring in the
Yeah, Dostana 2 is the director is a really nice guy, Colin. I met him on the sets of Mard. Actually, he had come to see some of the scenes of Mard. That's where I met him. I think he's a wonderful guy, and I'm really looking forward to what he has to bring to screen because I like his thought process. I like the way he thinks. So, kuch na kuch, so he'll make something out of it.
But also, Steve, Vasant Bala is, making plans of, adapting the English movie, The Phantom, and he's planning to make a Hindi remake to it. And we have been hearing maybe he might cast you in the movie. Is that true?
Might cast me in the movie?
Yeah. We have heard that.
अभी जा नहीं सकते ना?
Right now?
नहीं, I thought I'd just go over there only and give an audition.
Yeah. I just want to know reaction. Your reaction, I can see that, of course.
मैं अभी जाऊँ
जाओ quarantine phase में जाओ, पुलिस लाठी की मार खाओ तुम जाके. And then you actually
it's an adaptation of the comic book Phantom and not of the English movie Phantom.
Oh, okay.
But he's extremely excited about Phantom, and I am too because I'm a big comic book fan. So I've read the journey, and including him, it just made sense to have Phantom either based in Africa or in the Indian scenario. So, and his thought process is so unbelievable. I think anything that he makes, I would love to watch. So yeah, I can't wait to whatever he makes. Like my first thing is that when this quarantine gets over and he starts shooting his ad films, sir, I want to be an AD, yaar, please kuch kariye. Wow. I want to be an AD on your set. So there's just so much to learn. It's unbelievable.
You already have some plans on your mind. Apart from getting back to Bollywood projects, you are also an AD. But just not
No, 100%, definitely. Whenever I get an opportunity and whenever I get a time, I would love to be an AD on Vasant's first set. It'll be a life-changing experience.
I hope your wish I hope your wish comes. And thank you.
We'll make it come true. Yes, sir. You have to make things happen. ऐसे कुछ नहीं होता है, मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, लगना पड़ता है लाइन में, दरवाजे के बाद खड़ा होना पड़ता है कि मैं घर नहीं जा रहा हूँ, मेरे को लो.
But I really this happens for you, and we get to see a lot of you in 2020, and of course years to come. And thank you so much for your lovely time chatting with us. Hope to see you soon, and all the best for all your projects.
Thank you. Listen, just want to do a quick shout out. Really happy, and in this time I've got the time to introspect I'm very grateful that Sony's taken such a big step in supporting me. Given me. They're producing both the films, both Akmecholi and Nikamma. So big shout out to Sony. I think their whole list of movies that are coming out with is going to be pretty crazy. Not only because two of them are my films, but otherwise also there's some other good. No. Again, guys, please stay at home. Keep watching lives. Stay safe. पानी तो पीते रहना चाहिए and.
Okay, Pranutan has called cute, so I'm just saying replying back to her. Thank you so much, Pranutan.
हाँ, प्रनुतम के क्वेश्चंस इतने अच्छे थे यार. उनके साथ भी करो लाइव. मैं भी आपके क्वेश्चंस पूछूंगा.
Yeah, so we already did live with her.
Yeah, I will live with her. I'll ask you such questions. She'll get bold and all that. We'll LBW करेंगे. I'll ask her.
Again with her for sure.
Yeah. 100%.
You might only keep on post on questions.
Yeah, I will see. Yeah. Guys, yes. Oh, again, I listened. I heard the music of Nikamma, and Sabir sir has outdone himself. There's a song by Amal Malik in the film, which is amazing. There's the title track of the song, which has been so crazy. 10 days back, I heard it, and I got so excited to work out that I hurt myself. I worked out extra only.
Wow.
Full Josh. So, please look forward to that and stay safe. Pani to pita rehna chahiye. See you guys.
But before you go, you can read what Pranutan has written for you. His plan is to honor. Don't believe him. So yeah, let's see if
she's got a lot of gossip. She's got a lot of.
I hope you both work together in a movie because I'll get to hear a lot of stories from both of you then. Aaj ye hua, aaj ye hua.
Yeah. No, she's a very dear friend of mine. And yeah, I hope we get an opportunity to work. My friend Mitali has said, will I sing for fans today? I don't know where this thing of singing has come in.
You sing, why don't you try?
But every time I go live, people are asking me, should I sing?
Maybe Paradesi Saath Kya Nibaoge, some Altaf Raja kind of song for you.
I'm not singing, yaar. I'm not singing, please. I'm not singing. Anything else you're telling me to do, tell me things I'm good at, yaar.
The movie, if given a chance to.
Sorry?
Would you sing in a movie if given a chance to?
मैं बहुत प्रैक्टिस करूंगा, बहुत मेहनत करूंगा और गाने के पहले आपको सॉरी भी बोलूंगा और फिर गाऊंगा मैं.
I have got a very interesting, input from Pranutan's end that you are the source of all the gossip, and you know you boys know a lot. So I know who to connect now. After Zahir, you connected with you.
Thank you for all my friends coming online, and thank you for hosting me, guys.
So much
fun.
All the best for all your projects.